That's a bad cough. The cold in the freezing hallways is giving me bad days, but do come in. I've got fire burning in the stove. Welcome to the classrooms here at the castle, where I'll tell you a little about the young Master Christian's schooling and upbringing. I can see that you're wondering about the clock there. Our gracious king has decided to keep the clock in the classroom, so that the young duke can learn to tell time and how it must be spent diligently. My name is Ludwig Ludvigsen, and I'm an assistant to the duke's tutor, Magister Mikkelsen, Hans Mikkelsen, who was appointed by His Majesty Frederick II to oversee Christians' education and disciplining, which should be both strict and fair. On the king's order, the duke should learn all the things he himself did not learn when he was a pupil. The king struggled greatly to put the letters in the right order, and his tutor was not a man who knew how to maintain discipline, so the boy was allowed to take shortcuts. Our gracious King and Queen Sophia therefore believe that Master Christian, who will one day rule the country in his father's place, should have all the learnings that our king did not receive. The Duke will learn language and be introduced to the learnings of the Luther faith. Magister Mikkelsen will also instill good virtues in the Duke and protect him from vices of bad company. And the rod shall never be far from the Magister's hand, as corporal punishment will teach him the difference between right and wrong. The cold in the long hallways. I have to use the rod myself when the boy in the classrooms play pranks or are neglectful in their duties. Here at Koldinghus, the young duke enjoys the company of a couple young nobles who attend the same school. In about a year's time, Christian's younger brother, Master Ulrich, will be old enough to attend the same school. Let's hope he won't have to feel the rod as often as the young duke. The day begins at 7, when the young pupils have their first meal of the day. After breakfast, they have their school lessons in the classrooms and present their homework. They also practice quotation from the Bible and good proverbs. As long as we stick to Danish and German, they have an easy time of it. But when it comes to Latin, we may need to use the rod. At 10 o'clock, the boys have their next meal. I must say, there's an abundance of food being served here. I've never seen anything like it. 8, 9, 10 courses, all prepared in the big castle kitchen. Some dishes are prepared specially for the Duke, but the rest of us, I must say, we eat well too. With our meals, we all drink wine and weak beer that slakes the thirst so well. During the meal, I read from the heavy tomes, with the works of classic thinkers and from the scriptures. At 1 o'clock, we're back in the classrooms, and the young pupils are taught mathematics, architecture, and drawing. Now there's a subject the young Duke masters well. He understands everything so perfectly and is very skilled, so there's no need to use the rod. In the afternoon, the boys are taught the courtly disciplines to make them proper men of royal and noble blood. This is easy work, and the boys are enjoying themselves singing and making music, dancing and fencing. The riding lessons are also a pleasure, and the Duke is skilled at handling the large animals. The Duke also likes to play ball in the castle's courtyard, and to go for walks in the large gardens south of the castle, which his grandmother has planted with wide variety of flowers and herbs. At 4 o'clock we have the last meal of the day. This too includes many different courses, good wine and beer, and we all eat to our heart's content. During the final lesson of the day, the young pupils are introduced to tomorrow's lesson until they go to their rooms to prepare for the following day. It's lights out at 9 o'clock, but before then, everyone has said their evening prayers, giving thanks to what they've learned and for the abundance of food that helps them grow healthy and strong. I saw from the window that you were speaking with the castle vassal when you entered the castle courtyard. He probably showed you the way to the classrooms. Henrik Bello is the vassal here, and the king has sent him instructions directing him to provide Master Christian with conditions at Koldinghus befitting a prince. This place has to be clean and tidy, and both the classrooms and apartment must be well heated. But in the long hallways and in the stair turrets, the cold settles in. Now, I will thank my kind guests for the visit to the classrooms. I will go to my chambers and warm myself by the fires. Farewell now, and safe travels.